Hello.
We only see the screen, don't worry.
Okay, no, it's okay. All right, so go to adjustments, curves, and just look. So what we're looking at in the curves is like, is there a good amount of information? Every one of these is this is like a gray from 0 to 100%, or the computer thinks about it in terms of 0 to 255 because that's a specific thing for the way screens work. And this is the amount, this is the number of the gray. So this gray is a very particular gray. And this is
the gray that appears the most in the
yep,
picture.
that's the gray that appears the most in the picture, right?
Okay.
So all I'm looking at here is that there's a good range of grays. And there's not a lot of empty stuff here and a lot of empty stuff here. It looks good.
Okay.
So close this window. Now go bring up levels. Actually, sorry, first invert it, flip it.
Control I.
Control I. So, because what we're doing is we're making a mask, a negative, something that's an acid resist, right? So now you flipped it. Good. So is your size, make sure that your size is right.
Yeah, 47 as we speak, yeah?
Just double check. Image size.
47.7, height is 23.3.
Resolution 350, this is okay. Yep, okay. Now go to image, adjustments, levels. Okay. Now this is a new one that you haven't seen before.
Okay.
So what's happening is in these are like levels, input levels, right? 19 to 128, 19 to 100, 19 to 75. And I think the best one is this range. So we need to force these grays, right? But it looks funny on the transparency, right? But it prints like that. So the way to do that is here, go down to output levels. On the right, type 19 into the box. And on the left, type
100.
Or the right type 100. Yep. Okay. Say okay. Now it looks like hell.
But it's
what we need.
Be, yeah.
So we need to do one more thing. I want to make at the very. So bring up curves again.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our printing. This is the range.
Yeah. Now we're seeing a lot of these.
Everything is forced, but all the information is there, but it's all forced into this range. But what we want to do is we want to have the darkest darks actually
to be at the end over there.
Really dark. And we want the lightest lights actually to be the lightest lights. And the way that you do that is you take not the squiggle tool, but the pen tool.
This pen tool.
Yep. Okay. And go all the way to the very edge.
Where do I drag it? Or?
No, just touch it right there.
Here, huh?
Yeah. Okay, you see how it made some lights?
Yeah.
Okay, do it just a little bit more.
Another one?
Yeah. Take a second and just experiment with this. Draw a line that goes across. Draw a straight line. Cancel. Pull it up again. And look at this. Draw curves.
Okay.
And just draw a straight line at the bottom. Okay, yeah. It got rid of all the information except for the very, 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 very dark. Draw a line in the middle, right there. Straight line. Okay. So what it's doing is when you do that is it's making all the information that is between here and here, this middle gray, right? So what we want to do is we want to take and draw just a little line here to make some white. And we want to draw a little tiny line here to make darks. So cancel and bring it up again. So just a little line until you see a little bit of light. Yeah, it's good. Now good. Now figure out where follow the edge and see if you can make just a little bit of darks. So the end is actually right, not all the way at the end. It's hard to see. We're using a tool that's not designed for this.
Yeah.
You see this line here, so you want to get it to that line.
A bit more, huh?
Yeah. So take it all the way over.
Like that?
A little tiny bit more. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and we have darks. Yep, that's what we want.
All right.
Say okay. Now go image, mode, bitmap. We gotta make it a bitmap. Flatten layers, that's okay. Now input, output,
Same.
no problem. Yep.
Okay.
Say okay. And then frequency, make it 600. And make the angle 45. And make it round. Say okay. Now get in really close and look at it and see if it made a bitmap. Yes, it did.
It did, huh?
It did. But it's a very, very, very,
Subtle, huh?
very fine bitmap.
Uh-huh, okay.
Okay, so now we need to save it as a different file. So save as a Photoshop PDF file. A Photoshop PDF.
Okay, here I have
Yep. And then call it whatever you want to print it. Just leave the PDF at the end. So
it. Yeah. So I call it
call it you. I mean, because we're gonna take it over to
bitmap.
and then I gotta go turn on the.
Methoden, Techniken anwenden, um dahin zu kommen. Wie gesagt, einmal Aquatinta, Bildschirm, dann gibt es noch Rolex und Moodle.
I just turned on the computer, and then it takes a little time to warm up.
Yeah.
All we save it on a little stick. Do you have a stick? I have a stick.
USB stick?
Yeah.
I have a Festplatte. I have a hard drive also.
I have a stick. Alright, open it up and pose upon it.